Guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price because, as you know, yesterday we closed the weekly candle and it closed insanely bearish. Now the question is, what price levels do we have to break now within the next few hours, days to make sure that this won't be the end of the bull market? I will tell you exactly in today's video. Also, besides the $400,000 long position I have already opened here as a swing trade for Bitcoin, I am actually going to make a new trade right after this video. So if you don't want to miss out on this new trade, make sure you watch the video till the very end so you also understand why I'm making this trade and with what strategic background. That's always very important, that you are 100% aware of why I'm doing things and not just blindly copying it, because it might not fit your portfolio and general trading strategy. But now let's not talk too much, let's just jump right into the charts. I have prepared all kinds of charts for the bigger and the smaller timeframes, so we have an exact overview of all possible scenarios for Bitcoin and their likelihoods, so we can then plan out our trade strategy. Besides that, guys, I wanted to say thank you for the overwhelming support throughout the last few videos, guys. My last video smashed over 1,500 likes, so let's do it again, guys. If you haven't liked the video already, make sure to smash up a like. Don't forget for sure to subscribe and activate the bell next to the subscription button so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And I would appreciate it if you could leave a comment down below to push the YouTube algorithm a little bit. Sadly, my channel got deranked, but since you guys pushed so much, gave so much support within the last two videos, look at that, the views are already back. YouTube is ranking my content again, so thank you so much, guys, for that. And this is just leading to more people seeing the content and more people being prepared for the next price move for Bitcoin to be expected. So like I said, guys, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, push the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and activate the bell. And now let's not talk too much, because you are all probably interested in what I have planned next here with the charts and my trades. Let's first of all take a look at what happened since my last video. I mean, for sure, we were talking about this very bearish weekly candle close. I have to say, guys, keep in mind that this bull market is a little bit different than the others. We have the whole situation with Russia and Ukraine at the moment going on. This is leading to uncertainty in all markets, especially in the stock market. Then keep in mind that this bull market is completely different from the ones that we have seen so far, because we are not just seeing a massive parabolic uprun. No, we are now actually in a 1 year long consolidation pretty much, guys. Believe it or not, Bitcoin is pretty much now consolidating since over a year between $30,000 and $60,000. I know it's a huge consolidation zone, but we have seen consolidation zones of 50% for Bitcoin in the past very, very often. So this is just happening on a way bigger scale right now. So it is very possible that because of this long time of consolidation, that Bitcoin may fall below the weekly EMA ribbons and still then afterwards continue, break it to the upside again, and that we don't copy the past where pretty much every time we really confirmed a break below the weekly EMA ribbons, we saw a final bear market pushing us down all the way to the 11-year support and the 200 weekly moving average. So keep this in mind going into this video, that in general Bitcoin fundamentally, in my opinion, is very, very bullish at the moment, and we need to see upside within this year for sure, or upside is to be expected within this year for sure. We are just talking now about, on the smaller time frames, are we going to see another short drop down into the mid $30,000 levels or not? This is the only thing that I'm looking out for here right now on the smaller time frames, because besides that, nothing is really relevant. If we're not seeing this drop, or we don't have any signs for seeing this drop, I will for sure start scaling up my Bitcoin long position here massively, so that as soon as we retest the 11-year resistance, I have a big long trade open, and then just can scale it up exponentially when then we break the 11-year resistance at some point in the future to the upside, and then we just need to expect Bitcoin prices of above $100,000 for sure. But what we're seeing right now on the smaller time frames is very interesting, because first of all, the Bollinger Bands are squeezing, guys. The Bollinger Bands are squeezing. This is just signaling us that volatility is definitely decreasing. We can see that volatility is decreasing for Bitcoin, and what we also see is that volume is decreasing. The only interesting thing is that after volume now decreased and we saw another volume spike, volume actually stayed up, and this means that we are right before a decision, because this volume is signaling us that a lot of traders are buying and selling right now, right? At least on the smaller time frames. A lot of buying and selling is going on. So everybody, or the majority of people, has not a majority opinion, right? There is none. The people are like 50-50 buying and selling, and at good volume. So a lot of people expect Bitcoin to fall now rapidly. A lot of people are buying because they expect Bitcoin to rise rapidly. So we see that there's like this huge volume pretty much coming in from both sides, just preparing for this breakout that is going to happen very soon. Just looking at that, everyone is preparing right now for it, right? The people that think it's going to go to the upside are accumulating, the people that think it's going to go to the downside are accumulating, and I can already tell you, as soon as Bitcoin makes a decision, a lot of people will jump on that train. A lot of people will maybe get stopped out that are now entering the market prematurely before a decision is made. And this will then lead to this explosive move to the upside or the downside. It's just not sure in which direction it's going to be yet. Fundamentally, and also I have to say, looking here on the smaller time frames, we would need to expect the move to be to the upside, just because we also just formed here a massive falling wedge, right? A nice falling wedge. We broke to the upside. We are actually about to retest here its old high point of approximately $42,700. And if this is broken to the upside, guys, we have a confirmed breakout out of this falling wedge, and the price target would be all the way up to the $45,000 level. That could be then a very explosive and very short-term price move we need to expect here. The only thing, keep in mind, guys, dead cat bounce is always a possible scenario for Bitcoin, so we need to for sure break above the 0.5 and 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level before I open any long positions / before I scale up my longs. But now, guys, listen up. I know you probably won't expect that, because I only do this on very rare occasions. But after this video, I will actually, and now guys, sit down, don't be confused, listen exactly to what I'm saying now and why I'm doing it, but I am actually going to open a very small short position. Yes, guys, I am going to open a very small short position. Why am I doing it? It's very simple, guys. I have a long-term Bitcoin swing trade. I will scale this Bitcoin swing trade up as soon as the dead cat bounce is pretty much confirmed that it won't happen, because we break above the 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. At that point, I will scale up this long position. Personally, I'm then expecting at least a pump to $50,000 to $55,000. So this trade will make great profits. And besides that, I have a massive hodling portfolio that is way bigger than the amounts I'm trading with anyways, right, guys? I'm using around 25% of my hodl portfolio to trade with. That's a maximum, and as soon as this 25% is exceeded, because I maybe have a successful trade and I have a little bit more than 25% Bitcoin in my trading portfolio than in my hodling portfolio, I directly move it over to my hodl portfolio, right? So I'm never in the risk, because I'm now already trading since $3,000 Bitcoin, right? I'm already trading mostly only long positions, so it's almost impossible to have a minus there if you're following me for a very long time on this channel. But this is why I'm not really scared of also losing a trade, and because I have to say, it's still for me right now a little bit of a 50-50 chance of where this explosive move will lead, and if the dead cat bounce will not happen, I have to say that I will open a small hedge short position. Yes, you heard me correctly. I will use around $30,000 to open a short position with also a little bit of a higher leverage, pretty much with a stop loss right above the $44,500, $600 level. So a stop loss right above our 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement levels, where then I have to say, if we break above it, okay, a dead cat bounce won't happen. I want to scale up my long position. I lost a little bit with the short trade, but the most important thing is that since short trades I'm doing in USDT, there's a big difference, right? When I'm going long, I'm using the Bitcoin settled perpetual contracts. Why is that? Because if Bitcoin is going up, I want to make my profits in Bitcoin, right? I always want to make my Bitcoin portfolio bigger. But if we go down, I don't want to get my profits in Bitcoin, I want to get them in US dollar tether, because then I can, with these US dollar tether, as soon as I close the short and profit, buy back the Bitcoin at a lower price with the USDT. And this is how I then accumulate more Bitcoin, right, on the way down. And this is why I will actually open a small short position in the inverse perpetuals for the USDT settled ones, and this trade will also be closed fairly soon. So as soon as we see a drop in the area of 39, especially 30, 36, $35,000, if we should reach these levels, I for sure will close this trade, just swap them. Maybe I will even use that money to scale up my long-term swing trade here for Bitcoin. But please keep in mind that this is a very small position. I mean, just looking in the past, guys, on my German channel, for example, I live streamed all of this in the beginning of the year when we had the massive run up, when we were expecting, as I predicted in a video, that Bitcoin will exactly go to $65,000 to $70,000. I have a video that I uploaded in December 2020 at, I think, when we just broke the all-time high, and I called exactly that Bitcoin will go to $65,000 to $70,000 because of the 11-year resistance line that back then, it was here around this point when we broke the all-time high. Here I told everyone that we will go to $65,000, $70,000, and that there the big next correction will come for Bitcoin. Nobody really believed me, but because I was the only one that was pretty much looking at this 11-year resistance, and I was the only one giving it some validity. But now everybody has the 11-year resistance in the chart. But okay. Afterwards, it's always easy to predict these things, right? But still, that's why I have a small short position open, because if we pump to the upside, my long trade will easily make the money back that I would spend on this short trade right now. My hodling portfolio is anyways going up in dollar value, and I'm just prepared. If we fall to the downside, I'm at least profiting off this potential explosive dump. That the next price move will just be explosive for Bitcoin. I mean, everything is pointing for it, right? Bollinger Bands are squeezing, volume is decreasing, and so on and so on. And also the volume is not only decreasing, but it's actually going up right now, but not massively. It's still decreasing, but it's like very stable and very huge for such a low volatility that we're having right now, right? You can see with even a little bit more volatility, we normally have lower volume than right now. So it's very obvious that because of this low volatility, people are expecting the next big move to come, and are actually front running their opinion, right? They are already thinking, okay, we will pump, so they're already now going into longs, buying Bitcoin before the pump is confirmed, as well as people that expect the price to go down are already going into shorts, or maybe selling their Bitcoin in advance before any of these price moves are actually confirmed, which I think is very, very interesting. And we don't see this kind of behavior in the market all too often. This type of behavior really only comes into play when there's very high uncertainty, and I think this also comes a little bit from the current situation with Ukraine and Russia, for sure. But now, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up a like. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. Smash, like I said, the like button. Let's reach over 1,500 likes again. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Leave comments down below to push the YouTube algorithm here that my channel is back. And guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope the completely for free content here on my YouTube channel helps you guys out to manage the markets of cryptocurrency a little bit better. And then we're going to see us in the next one. Till then, bye.